Hi everyone, and welcome to week 3. You will see just in a minute just how much they have grown. I've kept them in the same box so you can see comparison to the other video. You can really see the size difference. Whereas we started with 20 in the same box, I can now only fit 10 in there, and even that's a bit small. But I'm just doing it so you can really see the difference. Before they were just sort of peeking over the top. Now, in just 3 weeks, they barely fit. Absolute giants. So what I'll do is I'll grab a couple of the breeds so we can see sort of as they're growing. So you've got the light Sussex here. There we go. Just make sure they don't all jump out at once. Right, so this is the light Sussex. We looked at this last time. You can see the colouring on the feather coming through there. You see all the wispy sort of feathers, starting to lose them now. Got more colouring coming through at the back, and you can really see the markings well on the wings there. But I mean, she's in 3 weeks. I mean, how many more times the size? 4 or 5 times? They do grow incredibly fast. Right, so I've actually got another box down here which I'm going to transfer them into, and then we'll start getting the other breeds out. Okay, so here we have what I thought was an amber link last time. As you can see, there's quite a lot of brown colouring coming through, much more than I was expecting. Now, out of the 4 breeds we've got here, this breed is not a pure breed. They are a hybrid, which means they are bred from 2 different types of pure breed. So they do sometimes surprise you with the colorations. They can start off white, they can start off brown, and then they change as they grow. You'll notice this one hasn't got quite as much brown as the girl up top there. Oh, another one escaping. So yeah, I'm still a little bit bemused as to exactly what breed these are. Once all the feathers come through, we'll be able to tell a bit better. But at the moment, I'm going to say they're not the amber links that I thought they were. And this will teach me to start putting leg rings on so I don't get my breeds confused. So there's a tip: put leg rings on, write down the colour, write down what breed it is, so as they grow you still know who is who. Alright, we'll put these in the other box and look at the next ones. Okay, so here we have the Plymouth Rocks. Just jump into the light. They're so dark, they're a bit in the shadow there. But as you can sort of see, you've got the coloration coming through there. So you've got, see on the tail there, you've got the black and white stripe, the bars coming in quite nicely there. And you see you've got the white spot on the head. That's how you know from day one what breed they are. It's very noticeable on the head there. And the other feathers are starting to come through on the wings and the back. And now, these are a lovely little pure breed, very friendly, really playful, and they really stand out in your flock. You have 1 or 2 of these against the sort of the brown and the white hens. They're very noticeable, very pretty girls indeed. Yeah, they are doing brilliantly. Okay, the last ones are the Beechwood Blues. We're saving them till last because they have got even bigger. They are a very large breed. So I'll put these down and we'll have a look at the Beechwoods. So these are your Beechwood. These are beautiful girls, but they are already showing their size. They're much bigger. If I just quickly grab a Plymouth, they're the same age, 3 weeks. She's like a turkey next to her. Absolutely huge. The difference in the growing does sort of slow down a little bit. The Beechwood Blue always are bigger, but this, excuse me, this scale doesn't continue. They don't remain that much bigger. They are noticeably bigger in your flock. But yeah, you can really see the striking sort of difference here. But yeah, so that's the breeds we're doing at the moment. I'll do a few sort of smaller videos just to continue it up to 6 weeks so you can see them all. Yeah, that's I mean, at this stage, depending on time of year, people can sort of start turning down the heat lamps or the brooders. I wouldn't recommend taking them off completely. Maybe turn them off in the day, have them on at night. Now they're starting to get the feathering through. Sort of build up that resistance to the cold in them. The Plymouth are actually especially resistant to cold. They're bred in North America. Well, sorry, the breed originates, from North America, and they do exceptionally well in the cold. Obviously not as a chick, but as an adult. So but they'll be all right. So yeah, I'll pack these up. We'll get them back into their bed for the night. Okay, here we are back. Just putting the last few in. And the giant. There we are, but you can see straight away, so we've only got 10 in this one now, and how much space they already fill. So it's something you need to bear in mind when building like your brooding or your raising area, just how quickly the chicks will outgrow it. So it's all right if you've got sort of 3 or 4, it's fine, but if you've got a large amount or you plan to raise them to sell, 20 very quickly fills an area that you thought was more than adequate. You notice they're already starting to squabble a little bit. Even at 3 weeks old, they're fighting for a leader. This is where henpecked comes from. One of them always has to be in charge. I've had a few questions sent through on YouTube asking about what bulb I'm using. And you can see it, these are the bulbs. Just 50 watt infrared, pick them up at your pet shop. They're in the reptile section, they're for lizards. But this is what I use. They're about £5. That's it. I think I struggle to find them actually in bayonet. I can only find them in screw fitting, so when you're setting up, remember to get the correct fitting for a screw bulb. Yeah, they're about £5 each. Yeah, they do the job. Once we've completed these videos, I'm going to do another 6 on raising using an electronic hen, a brooder, electric brooder. See the difference in the growth rate of the chicks, see if that has any sort of bearing on it, and then at the end we'll work out the costs, because we've had a few light bulbs blow. And we'll compare the two. We'll also put all these videos together to make one longer video as well. The only other thing I've done is I've raised the heat lamp. In the first video I was talking about these brackets. I'm now on the top bracket, and the reason was I'd never had it happen before, but I think one of these chicks was pecking the light bulb at night and smashing it, which is obviously no good for the chicks. They lose the heat and there's glass, and it's certainly no good for my wallet having to buy light bulbs because they've smashed them. So I've raised that up a little bit earlier than I did with the last batch, but they're still getting along fine. They're plenty warm enough in here. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for week 3. We'll do another one for week 4. See you soon.